Mary, I've got the last 4 of my interviews today for that children's pastor position, so they should be here any minute. Just call me when the first one gets here, okay? Whew. Boy, yesterday was kind of rough. Had a couple that looked really good, but once I kind of dug into their background, they kind of fell apart. Hopefully today will be better. Oh, okay. Send them in. Hi. Come on in. Yeah. Have a seat. Excellent. Let's see. Moses, right? Yeah. Nice to meet you face to face. You've got a lot of great experience here on your resume. What's that? Take off your shoes? Well, I suppose. And you can put down that staff too. Let's see. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the position. Ah! Snake! Snake! Don't pick that! By the tail. Well, that was a neat trick. Kids will love it. So your primary responsibility, other than picking up snakes, will be organizing the children's services. Have you ever organized any services before? Worship, you can use live or video, you know. Millions? Our children's church is not quite that big. Wow. So I see by your cover letter here that you met face to face with God. Tell me about that. Mountains. You climb mountains too? That's not even on here. That would be great. You see, our church, we take an annual mountain climbing trip. Last year we went to Mount McKinley. This year we're going overseas somewhere. I don't remember where. But anyway, that would be great. You could come with us. So what happened on the mountain? God gave you the law. All right. So you had these millions of people following you. Who was taking care of them while you were up on the mountain? Joshua, was he one of your trainees? And how'd he do? You know, you'll have a lot of people under you here. They melted down their gold and made a calf and started worshiping it. And Joshua was okay with this? I see. Little help with training. So how'd you get them back into line when you came down and you saw this happening? Threw down the stones, shattering them. Let's see. Let's go back a bit further. I see here that you were an Israelite by birth, but you grew up in Pharaoh's house in Egypt. How'd that happen? Your mom put you in a crib on the river. Why? Okay. Saving your life is kind of okay. And Pharaoh's daughter found you, and she raised you as her own, with your mom caring. Alrighty. And why did you leave there? You killed an Egyptian. All right. Well, thank you, Moses. It's been great having a chance to meet with you. I've got just a couple more candidates to talk to today, but I hope to make a decision by the end of the week. Have a nice day. This is not getting any easier. Oh, man. Looked like a great resume. Mary, who's up next? David. All right, send him in. Hi, David. Come on in and have a seat. Hope you didn't hit any traffic on the way over here. Yeah. Have a seat. You've got a very impressive resume. Started out as a shepherd for your father. It says here that you took down a lion with your bare hands. Have you ever broken any bricks with your forehead? The kids would love it. You got to try it. Pop rocks? Okay. So it says here, you killed a giant with a slingshot. That's impressive. What's the story behind that? Okay, so you went down to the battle lines with food for your brothers. Excellent. And you decided to take on the giant. Why? Commitment to God. That'd be good for the kids to see too. So let's see. A little bit further down it says you were the harpist for King Saul. Is there anything you can't do? You're a shepherd, wild animals, you kill giants, you're a musician. You ever written any songs? That many. Oh. That could really infuse some new stuff into our worship. Maybe you could bring some down to Big Church too. You think? All righty. There's a little bit of time between the harpist gig and when you became king. What'd you do in the meantime there? And why were you running from Saul? He wanted to kill you. Why? Okay. So after he died, we'll kind of skip forward here, you became king and said that you led the soldiers into battle. Did you do that with all the battles? Or did sometimes you just kind of stay home and make sure they did what they needed to do? All except one. And why'd you stay back from fighting the Ammonites? Okay, didn't feel like going. And what happened? You saw one of your soldiers' wives. She got pregnant, and you had him killed. Gosh, I think we're out of time, David. It's been great having a chance to meet you. I'm sure. Why don't you send me some of those songs, and maybe we can work something out for those. Thanks. Body looked good. Harpist, shepherd, killing giants, Forgot to put that little stuff about adultery on his resume. Can it get any worse? Let's see. Paul, Jonah, Samson, Elijah. Mary, is Paul out there? All right, send him in. Please, 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 please. Hey, Paul. Come on in. Nice to finally meet you face to face. We've talked a little bit on the phone. I'm really impressed with your resume. It says you've planted quite a few churches. You've been very busy. And it says you wrote 13 books of the Bible. I've written a couple books too. Maybe you've read them. You don't read much. Someone told you that too much studying makes you insane? I haven't heard that one. There is one question mark on here. It says you spent some time in prison. Now, that's not necessarily going to eliminate you. What was up with that? For serving God, preaching the gospel. It takes a lot of guts. There's really not much on your resume before you started planting churches, though. What'd you do before that? A Pharisee. Wow. Religious leader. Impressive. And what'd you do in that job? You put Christians in jail and oversaw their killings. Thanks a lot. I do have one more person to interview. I'm hoping to have a decision by the end of the week. Thank you. I really hope this next one pans out. Let's see. In jail, but killed Christians before that. Adulterer, murderer, short temper, seems to be a theme. Yeah, Mary. Oh, he's here? Okay, go ahead and let him in. Hi, come on in. Have a seat. So, Jonah, I've really enjoyed looking over your resume. Hope you don't mind. I'm a little bit hungry. You want some whales? It says here you're a prophet. Can you tell me how many kids will be in children's church this weekend? Anyway. So it says you went to Nineveh twice. So tell me about the first time you went there. Oh, you got on the wrong boat. Those accidents, yeah. On purpose? Why? Anything exciting happen on that trip? Big storms. I hate it when I get into storms on a cruise. I was in a cruise once where we got in a hurricane. It was terrible. I thought we were all going to die. Anybody hurt? They threw you overboard? Why? You told them to. Told them the storm would stop. Another one of your prophecies? So they threw you over, and what happened? Oh, good. The storm stopped, so they pulled you back in, right? A big fish swallowed you? What was the name of that ship again? Jonah, I had forgotten. I've got a real important call to make. Can you step out in the lobby for just a second? I'll have you come right back in, okay? Thank you. Operator, can you please get me the port of Joppa? Thank you. Hi there. I'm trying to get in touch with the captain of the J to Tarshish Express. Is it in port today? All right. Can you give me their number? Hey, thanks. Hi there. Is this the J to Tarshish Express? Can I speak to your captain, please? Hi, this is Pastor Jones. I've got a candidate for one of my positions here that says he was on your ship about a year ago. His name is Jonah, kind of tall and lanky, hair's kind of messed up. You remember him? Thanks. No recollection. Yeah, he said you threw him overboard and a big fish grabbed him, but you do remember him. So it really happened? Yeah, he's in my lobby right now. All right, well, thanks. Huh. Crazy things have happened. Jonah, come on back in. Yeah, we'll finish up. So, what happened after the whole fish thing? Well, you went to Nineveh, like you were called originally. Excellent. And what happened? Were you able to make a difference? Oh, that's great. So they all turned from their wicked ways. How did that make you feel? You got angry? Why? Because you didn't think they deserved to be saved. Well, I think that's all I've got. Did you have any questions for me? All righty. Well, I hope to make a decision by the end of this week. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks. I think I've exhausted all my possibilities here. All these looked really good, too. Man. Oh, let's see. Noah yesterday yells at his kids when they try to help him. Rahab, liar and prostitute. I don't think the board would like that. Moses, murderer and a hot temper. David, an adulterer and a murderer. Paul, good writer, jailed. He jailed Christians and watched over their killings. Jonah, mad when God saved somebody because he didn't think they were worthy. This is terrible. Hey, Mary. Yeah, it looks like I'm out of candidates. I did have one more that I didn't call. I guess we'll have to have him come in tomorrow. Can I give you his name and number and have you set up a time? Let me find his resume. Here it is. It's Judas Iscariot.